Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to do a collection video right now. This is a collection for the Seiko series Tokusatsu Kaiju collection. There might be some MonsterVerse and other stuff like that. So hope you guys like my collection video and I hope we see it soon. So let's go. Alrighty, so let's look at the one in my bed right now. So this is what I have in my bed at this moment. So here are a couple of my Bandai Movie series. I got this Gorosaurus, which is my very first Playmates Kaiju figure. I got Ghidorah. I got this at a freaking such freaking price. In case you're wondering what I'm watching Transformer Energy on. Here is the 19 and the Showa Godzilla. I got the first Bandai creation. My first NECA Godzilla. My first Playmates MonsterVerse Godzilla, my first Trimmaster Godzilla, and my first Movie My Series Giga, my first Movie My Series Gamera figure. And there's also Iris, which is a really cool figure. And here is Kong, a NECA Kong, which is a pretty nice looking figure. Here is a NECA Godzilla. Here is a Bandai movie, SH Monsters Kong from Godzilla X Kong that came out last year. Can't wait for Super Nova to come out. Here is also Godzilla 2014. This was missing a tail. And still a cool figure. Here is a Grimlock. This is a big Grimlock figure I got for Christmas in 2014. And there is a miniature one-step figure Grimlock. Here is the Bumblebee head. Not a bust, but it's a bottle of water. I got it for my collection. I actually love it so much. I kept it. Here is this Bumblebee figure. He didn't make sounds, but I don't have batteries at the moment. I like to use it because I like to make him as a video making thing. Here are a couple of Kit Bash extra pieces. Oops. Incomplete figures are extra pieces that I use whenever I get a new figure. That I use them as extra piece spare parts. Alright, here's also a couple of DVDs and comic books and video games and Blu-rays. And a side swipe. And a couple of spare parts. And this bitchin' sauce. I want to talk about this Bumblebee figure. Yeah, I know I'm not a kid anymore. It's just that this figure is actually what broke my first tooth. This is the Buster, how you say it. The Buster, how you say it, I don't know his name is, but it looks pretty cool. I usually use it for my collection. I know some little kids, but it's really good collectors. Here are a couple of my comic books. Here is the Godzilla Legends comic by Frank Gaming. Here is Transformers and G.I. Joe. Kingdom Kong. Godzilla Awakening. And this Pacific Rim comic. I know it's not part of the Seiko series, but I like to put it here. And a couple of DVDs here. I got Godzilla Final Wars. This one has a sexy Reiko Kakawa. Monster Hunter. It's actually a kaiju film. 2014 Godzilla. I got this at Goodwill. The Godzilla series. I got this at Barnes & Nobles. Gamera. I got this at Book Off. I got the Godzilla Book Off. I got this bootleg Transformers Dark of the Moon. One of my favorites in the Spider-Verse trilogy. Got Godzilla 2000, got Barnes & Nobles. And my first Godzilla film, Godzilla on Monster Island, is Godzilla vs. Gigan. Here's the DVD too. And Godzilla King of the Monsters on DVD. And there's also Transformers 2007. Here's a fan-made, a customized DVD cover of Godzilla 1988 on the Blu-ray at this moment. And here are a couple of Call of Duty games. This is Call of Duty World at War. It was pretty cool. One of my favorite, and the Black Ops series, along with Black Ops 3. Call of Duty Go is one of my favorite on my Xbox One. I know people hated it, but I loved it. Rest in peace, Neversoft. Infinity War is so good. I was going to work at Infinity War because for my school job. And this Sideswipe figure, yeah, this is the Studio Series Sideswipe for the Gamer Series. I actually loved it so much. I want to get the Jazz from Full of Cybertron. I just love it cool. I like to make it play as Mirage. And there's also a couple of spare parts we'll talk about later. But before I get to this shelf section, I gotta say some of these figures are actually old and bought from eBay for a good reason. Here is Gamera. So this Gamera is my first SH Monsters Gamera figure that I actually did getting charged for my brother over a damn razor that I actually used, thinking it was actually something else. Here is my first SH Monsters Final Wars Godzilla, one of my favorites. Here are a couple of army tanks, and here's Baby Godzilla too, a thumb puppet. And there's Gigan too. And here's also Godzillasaurus. This is my first memorial block of Godzilla figure, and behind is Gauss. And this here, it's a Arachnoclaw from King Kong. You might have seen this one at Godzilla Unleashed and got Rodan versus Kamakurus, but I usually use my Kamakurus for fun. She was inspired by this one YouTuber who did this Kong versus Anguirus, was using this Southside King Kong figure with Anguirus. Here is Rodan and Anguirus, a P-51 plane, Ironhide sitting back, a miniature Commander Clark Ironhide ready to review on this sooner. Here is Tagara too. Here are a couple of my Transformer figures. So here I got my very first owned Optimus Prime. I got your studios. I got a deluxe class Bumblebee. There's also a Nitro Bumblebee. Here's Crosshairs. Here's Incomplete RC, which I'm going to complete her sooner. I'm going to be putting Buzzword Bumblebee sooner, which I really just came out. Here's Lockdown. My second legacy figure is Lockdown. I always want to get the Lockdown instead because the Revenge of the Fallen Lockdown is expensive to me. There's Strafe, the Dinobot figure I own. Here's Ratchet, the MechTech Red Specials Ratchet. Here's Clip Jumper, about to be broken, but I was going to get a new legs piece sooner, which is really cool, one of my favorites. This is my first Legacy figure Windblade. She's very beautiful. And here's also how do you say her name? Slipstream, my Windblade's arch nemesis, which is pretty interesting. Here are a couple of Voyagers and Leader classes. So this section is for Voyager classes, and this section for Leader classes. So I'll look at this Voyager class Megatron. This is not officially a Megatron. This is bought from Amazon, and it's actually a knockoff because fuck eBay's policies not using vanilla gift cards. Here's also Nitro Zeus. I usually call him my Cyclonus in the courtesy call because I don't want to intervene with the Bayverse. But this is one of my first Voyager class figures. My first official. Here is Megatron Concept Series from the Bumblebee film. And yeah, pretty cool. Got it for Christmas. Here's also Optimus Primal. You might have seen the test stop motion video for him too. So I hope you guys like my collection video for the Seiko series, and I hope you guys see you guys sooner. And make sure you subscribe to this channel, and on the other channel, please let me know. Thank you.